Before we start this video, I'd like to say that I appreciate everyone who's tuning in and giving me the time of the day to share my thoughts on the corn. This is my first video I've ever made, so if I sound like a bot, I do apologize. But without further ado, make sure to like, subscribe, and go follow me on my Twitter. I post fire content on there every day, and I'm thinking of posting videos there and just chopping it down so people could get information real quick and move on with their day. So yeah, follow me on there, and I hope you find this 15-minute video informative. Sorry if I sound like a bot. Anyways, let's get to it. So from the top of 20k, the way I'm counting this is as a leading diagonal A wave. So we go 1, 2, a regular flat, 3, 4, and then we get a contracting flat here where the C wave doesn't breach the top of A, and it makes kind of that triangle look but without the D and the E wave. So yeah, that's what a contracting flat is for. And then we get our fifth down here, and that happened fairly quick. That happened within like 2 months or so. And then after that we got like a year of sideways action, and I believe that where Bitcoin is right now, currently on September 23rd, it's replicating this right here, this whole move. So I believe that Bitcoin still has a lot of sideways action to print out. But yeah, so this took around 278 days, 275 days, and I believe it's a A, B, C, D, E triangle with the E wave triangle in itself. And the reason I find this perfectly valid is by how strong we reversed right after we made 5 waves down. So this ABC right here, I'm counting it as a W wave, because I believe that this is just one part of a bigger correction that has yet to happen and probably will happen in the next 2 to 3 years, you know. So anyways, this is W. And then after that, what I really want to stress is that after we find the bottom, we want to take our fib retracement tool from the top to the bottom to really see, you know, how we retrace upwards. Is it a dead cat bounce? We get a full golden pocket retracement. And what Bitcoin did was a golden pocket retracement. Like, all you had to do was use this tool and then short the golden pocket, and you'd be up pretty good amount right now, 30%. There's this sideways action right here that it just kills a lot of traders and really questions their patience. But anyways, we got our first wave up. We got a long sideways too. We got 5 waves up again, and then we got a contracting flat here for a wave 2. A, B, and then C. We get a pump for 3. Then we make a running flat 4 right here, and we hold support on the 0.114 fib retracement. What this basically means is that we retrace 11% of the whole dump, and not a lot of people know this, but these 2 fib retracements right here, not a lot of people have, and they're really useful. I think it's way better than the golden pocket and that cat bounce. So add this to your arsenal. You could do this with Litecoin and Ethereum. Both gave us a long opportunity a couple months ago to do the same thing right here as Bitcoin did. So Bitcoin, from right here, it pumped about 180% to the golden pocket. We got our third wave. We print another running flat right here. We could ignore this wick because a lot of exchanges didn't happen. And it's funny how right here we got a supporting candle. Then we came up here. We got support right here. And this is the descending triangle I believe we're in right now. And this is about to be really important the 9600 areas what I really want to flip, and maybe if we create this triangle right here, we could actually turn this into resistance and then continue our dump further down. So I believe that this right here is basically doing all this. And there's two ways to count this. The first way would be to count as 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Double bottom 5, right? As a, hold on. We count it as an A wave. And then what I expect to happen here is either we get a running flat or a triangle. And the triangle count is this basically. It's A, B, C. And if we get the bars feed tool and start at the E wave over here all the way to the bottom, the fractal leads us right to the 0.146. Important fib ratios, you know. I honestly don't believe that we get this low. I feel like 6.6k is really good support, and 7k. I believe that this 0.236 should be where we should start laddering in. After we lose this is when you cut a loss, because we're probably gonna go for, we'll still be on a B wave, but we'll break this low, right? Dump all the way, and then we'll probably do this again and make a big running flat X, and then we dump again to like 1k, 2k, even below 1k. So yeah, so the way I'd count this is A, B, C, D, and then an E wave triangle again. So this is one way I'd count it, right? We just keep printing lower highs like we did in this bear market. A lot of people don't really like triangles. They don't believe that triangles do exist. So I always have an alternative count that gives us the same results. It's just the semantics of where we put shit and stuff, you know. The other count is this. I'm not gonna even move anything. I'm just gonna remove the lettering. So this right here, we just consider this a flat right here, and you can label it W, X, Y, or ABC, doesn't really matter. So W, X, and Y. If this is the count, I don't believe we get all the way down here. I think we just stop right here. It'd make the count look way better. And we have A, B, C. Let me remove this. Hey, hold on, I got a better idea. Bars feed tool. Take this to this. Alright, that wasn't it. Apparently. Bars feed tool. We take it from right here to C wave. D. Alright, this looks much better now. So for this count, I wouldn't expect a drop as low. It's still possible. ABCW, ABCX, ABCY. Same results, different counts, whether you like the triangle or not. And the third bearish count is where we get a B wave, but not as much sideways. Like we probably just make a B, C, and then go down. And I have one bullish account that I think every bull tart has right now, and it's where we're actually printing a triangle, like a regular triangle that breaks up, where this is A, B, C. We still gotta put D, and then we'll come back down one more for E, and then we'll shoot up like this. all the way up. We break this top. This is A, this is B, and this is C going up. So yeah, let's talk about the macro count since I'm bringing it up. Let's get this garbage count out of the way. I think there's like a 10% chance that triangle actually plays out to the top side. There's no way we'll just do a quick B and then go back up. Like, look how long this B took. Almost took a year. And I think this is probably like June, October, about 80 to 90 days. Let me see. Yeah, about 89 days so far. So my macro count would be, this would be a W. We're gonna get an X, and then we're gonna come back down for a Y. And this right here is A. So B's down here, and we don't know where C is going to land. I have two options for C. The first, where we don't pass the 0.86 and we make a lower high from this top, right? So it'd be a B, C, X. And remember, C waves, this C wave could be short. Look at this C wave right here. So if we don't pass the 0.86, I think we fall down back to like 1K, 1.8K, 2K, around there. And I think that's where the generational bottom will be. That's where we buy. That's where we hold till 100K, you know. The other option I have is where this C wave is pretty much equivalent to this, and we break this top at 20K. We get all the FOMO longers to buy, pushing us higher. And then we stopped at 24K, right, for the top. And then we dump very hard back to 7-8K. And this is what we call running flat. As like one of my friends that I know in this space likes to call this the running flat of the century. For the running flat, I don't expect it to go over 27K. That's the highest that I'd see Bitcoin going. If it passes that, then we really did miss this bottom right here, and we're not gonna get another chance. But if you look in log scale, I don't think BitMEX will show everything, because BitMEX always wait, never mind. Let me go to a good one. If you go to log scale, dude, we still have a lot of way to fall. Look how much space we have. There's not even the bottom right here. So basically W, X to the 0.86, or X to the 1.236 or 1.414 that we just saw. And then C wave to 7-8K, or C wave all the way down a grand, 2 grand. Let me pull back the Bitcoin chart we were just on. Let me show you this one. So if you go back in the video from earlier, I said we need to do A, B, C, D, E, and then fall back down. But I firmly believe that these two are strong supports, 7K and between 5K and 5.5. I'd be willing to buy anything below that, and we're going to fucking hell. Bitcoin's a scam. But yeah, I don't want to make this video too long. If you have any other questions, I only have those 3 counts for now for Bitcoin. If anything, if we get more information, I'll update you guys. But for now, that's all you really need. I think we could be ranging sideways until like March, February. Yeah, we could be ranging until March, February of 2020. We're only about 1/3 halfway of this sideways movement that we printed over here. So yeah, I don't see why we should be in any rush, and now I'm just babbling. So yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. This is my first video I ever made, so if I sound like a complete retard, it'll get better. But yeah, do what I just said, and yeah, send me a message. Deuces.